Welcome to the Marketing Revolution podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group. I'm trying to figure out what's going on right now with the, there we go. Man, this green screen function on this computer can go whack, man, without a problem. So anyhow, if you guys didn't know, that's what's behind me here. Is a green screen. And also want to welcome you guys. So I'm starting my podcast a little bit different this time because literally I'm doing it live right now inside of the Marketing Savage Facebook group. And the entire screen started flickering just because my mic moved in a different position. But that being said, welcome everybody to the Marketing Revolution podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group. I hope you guys are having an amazing Sunday. And I'm coming to you guys with no other than the Savage Sunday Sermon. So specifically today, I want to talk about my alliance that I put together with the Marketing Savage Inner Circle, working with the Operation Underground Railroad. Any of you guys out there in the Facebook group, have you guys heard of Operation Underground Railroad? Because if you have not, I recommend going and watching the film. Get out over on YouTube. You can also watch it. It was sponsored by ClickFunnels, which is Russell Brunson, who is another marketer, who's just an incredible marketer. And I decided at the beginning of the launch of this Marketing Savage Inner Circle movement, and pretty much everything we do inside of the Marketing Savage umbrella, if you might want to call it, that I'm going to donate 10% right off the top to Operation Underground Railroad. And one of the things that I want to do is I want to see exactly how many children we can save. What it takes is about $2,400 to save a child from human trafficking. I've got it plugged in where many of you guys know that I'm doing a sale right now. And during this sale, I've only got 100 seats available. So it looks like when we sell out, I'm not going to say that if we sell out, when we sell out of these seats, that we're going to have enough money to send to the Operation Underground Railroad to actually save a child. And my goals are a little bit crazy because my goal is to save over 1,000 children with this movement. I've got some big things planned to add on in addition to what we're doing here. We've got a book launch, all kinds of amazing things. So I just want to, number one, say thank you for being a part of this, all of you guys who have already signed up. We're currently 37% sold out. And that's about 24 hours. So I know for a fact, I know human nature. I've ran tons of sales. It's either going to sell out before the last day or it's going to sell out on the last day. So I recommend, if you guys who are on the fence, it is time. It is time. It's only $247 right now for a lifetime membership. Immediately after January the 1st, it's going up to $1,000 per year. There'll never be a founder's offer like this ever again. It's going to go up to $1,000 per year. I normally don't do lifetime memberships, but what I wanted to do is reward anybody who wanted to start and build this community with me. I know that it's going to be massively successful, and this $250 investment is going to feel like you invested $25,000. That's the type of return that you're going to get and that you're going to feel over 2021 because the people that are coming on board after you are going to either be paying $1,000, and my goal is to get it up to $2,000 per year to become a member of the Marketing Savage Inner Circle. That being said, this being the Savage Sunday Sermon, want to talk a little bit about like why this matters to me, and it came back to a biblical quote that I remembered that was said by JC himself. He said, "Those who offend little children," he was talking about little children, "and those who offend these little children will be better for them to have a millstone wrapped around their neck and throw these motherfuckers off a bridge into the sea." Now, I would go as far to say that might be one of the most violent things that Jesus said. That actually, I could guarantee you that that is the most violent thing that Jesus said. In fact, I don't think Jesus really said anything that violent. He didn't wish harm on the people that were persecuting him. He didn't wish harm on the people that were beating the shit out of him, wrapping thorns around his head on the way to the cross. He didn't wish any harm on any of them. But what he did say is for individuals that hurt children, it would be better to wrap a giant brick, let's call it like a millstone, a giant fucking brick to these guys' necks. Like, could you imagine like taking somebody, grabbing them? You heard of children. You could take somebody and grab them and wrap a big old giant fucking brick around their head, tie their feet together, tie their arms together, and throw them off a fucking boat and watch them float to the bottom of the sea until they drowned in their own shit and died. That is exactly what Jesus said. It was the most violent thing that you could possibly, it was when Jesus got the most savage. Okay. You seen the savage come out of Jesus' eyes the moment that it was even mentioned hurting a child. So, you know what? I mean, I'm not even saying that you guys to be a part of this movement have to even invest anything with me. This is part of something that I'm tying into the entire thing. It gives me and anybody who's involved a greater purpose in the movement. Every month, we're going to be able to get one of them. I have a dream that I'm going to get one of them giant checks, and I don't even know where I can find one of them things and have it filled out at the end of this next month. Once we get everything tallied in and set up. And we're going to get a chance to all together as a group say that we saved a child. We saved a child from sex slavery or organ harvesting. I mean, they do all kinds of shit, man. It's if you guys have not checked out Operation Underground Railroad, I recommend watching the YouTube video about how Tim Ballard went into this organization over in Hades. It's big time, like over in countries like that in Hades. So he went into this organization in Hades and they pretended like they were negotiating a deal to buy some children. And he's in there and he picks up this little boy and he's got this little boy in his arms and he pulls out a Snickers and gives it to the little boy. And he's kind of like walking around and like perusing the perimeter because he's looking to see where the children are and all this kind of stuff. This is right before a fucking bust. Like this dude is like Navy SEAL operation, get in there and whoop some fucking ass. He works with the local governments. They infiltrate these operations. So here he is carrying around this little kid and he looks down and there's a little girl standing there looking up at him. He realizes that that's the little boy's sister. And he gets back and he kind of sees where they were sleeping, how they have them on top of each other inside of these like old broke down shed garages. And he realizes for a moment in time that this little boy that he's carrying, and he looks down and he sees his little sister, that this is the only like world that they know. This little girl is literally following her little brother around. That's all she knows in this fucked up world that she'd been put in. And he's the guy who goes in like Navy SEAL fucking James Bond and saves children. And it's something that a lot of people in the marketing industry have gotten behind. And a lot of people that I trust and a lot of people know that this guy's intentions, like this Tim Ballard is insanely passionate about going out and saving children from human trafficking. In fact, not only does he do it in other countries, he works with like 20 some different states. And he's probably saved like, I just watched a video with the numbers. I might get the numbers wrong, but it's over like 1,000 people inside of the United States and then thousands and thousands outside of the United States. The amount of children that he's actually saved from human trafficking. So this Savage Sunday, the biblical quote of the day comes from Matthew 18:6. It's when Jesus got savage as fuck, man. Jesus got up there and he said probably his most violent thing ever. He said, "You know what, man? If you hurt children, I'm going to it would be better to wrap a giant stone around your neck, tie you up." They didn't have duct tape back then. Throw you to the bottom of the fucking sea. So that's something that I'm willing to stand behind. I'm willing to be a part of. And it doesn't matter whether you guys believe in Jesus or not. This is the Savage Sunday sermon. You guys know where I stand with that. I appreciate all of you. I don't care whether it's the universe. I don't care whether it's Allah. I don't care whether it's Buddha. I don't care what you believe in. I believe that as humans, we can all agree that protecting children is probably the number one thing that we could actually do. That, and in my opinion, is protecting animals. I just couldn't find anything on a national level. So we do stuff with animals here locally that I kind of keep on the low. I'm not all about sharing some of the things that we do because I believe that if you hold it in, it's better. But that being said, I'm tying this in with the Marketing Savage movement. So it's just going to be a part of the growth of the company. And it's going to be something that I think is going to be super important in the future because I'd like to see that day that we can actually save 1,000 children. But over this weekend going into January 1st, hopefully we're going to be able to save one. So anyhow, guys, I just want to let everybody know who already jumped on board into the inner circle. I appreciate you. And then also anybody inside the group, all my podcast listeners out there, I appreciate each and every one of you. Look, you guys can still stay in the Marketing Savage Facebook group and you're going to be able to get tons of value. There's just going to be a ton more value available inside of the inner circle. So anyhow, y'all, we appreciate you. And as usual, I'm going to see you on that next one.